Y es en punto de la noche y salgo como de costumbre. Prendas en diamantes que siguen cuando me alumbre. Me diferencio de la muchedumbre. A mi estilo puede que no te acostumbre. No sé si irme en el Mercedes o en el Maserati.
Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to do something about that, that has influenced me and changed me as a person, and
that would be basic training.
Some key points I want to put out there. You can't take anything personal because it's kind of that's kind of the drill sergeant's job, like to yell at you and everything. So if you go to basic training, don't take it personal. It's like nothing towards you specifically, or maybe sometimes it is, I don't know, it just depends on the drill sergeant. Oh yeah, and if y'all see me looking down, it's because I have all my notes here on this thing. So also, basic training is about 10 weeks long. Yeah, it's 3 weeks each phase, and then there's 3 phases. There's red, white, and blue. I went to basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. I was in 334th Echo Company. That's where it's at, 2nd platoon. You know where it's at too. That's the best platoon out there. My drill sergeants were Senior Drill Sergeant Stewart and Drill Sergeant Cruz. Yeah, okay, just stuff to keep in mind throughout the whole video while I'm talking about this, and y'all won't be confused. So basically, when you first leave MEPS and everything, you either go on a bus, a plane, or whatever it is that you take to go to your basic training place. Since I went to Fort Jackson, I got on a plane, and when I got there, you go somewhere where they call reception, and that's basically you do all your medical work again. If you wear glasses, they give you glasses, so I got glasses because I wear glasses. And then what else? They also issue you all your clothing, all your military uniform, everything. They give you all of that there. And then you're there about a week or so, no later than a week, but it just depends. I remember when I was in reception and we were ready to go, we had everything ready, ready to go to basic training. All the drill sergeants were just out there, they were just looking at you, and they told us, all right, everybody get on the bus, and they were yelling at us, y'all. They yelled at us and they told us, put your head down. The whole ride there, we had to have our head down for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because how to get there or something. I remember the drill sergeant that was on that bus, he was scary looking, y'all. I forgot what drill sergeant it was, but he was scary looking, okay? And then I remember I was like, oh my god, I was crying. I'm a very sensitive person, okay? So then once we got to our area, where we were gonna be at for the next 10 weeks, they told us you have 2 minutes to get off my motherfucking bus. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. What's the need for the hostility? What the hell? I was just like, oh my god, okay. Obviously I didn't say it, but I thought it, okay? And then they're like, everybody get out of the bus, blah. And then obviously everybody's rushing to get out. We had our duffel bags with us and stuff, so we once we got out of the bus, we ran to our section that we were gonna be. Separated us by groups which are called platoons and stuff. So there was 4 platoons, and like I said, I was in 2nd platoon. But once we got to our section, they kept telling us, okay, put the bag over your head, okay, drop the bag, okay, put it over your head, back and forth. It was irritating. They did the most. But that's what it is. Basically the whole basic is them doing the most and them being extra, but that's just the way it is. You just kind of get used to it. There's obviously people that would drop their bag before the drill sergeant would say put it down, and then we would have to get smoked, which do push-ups or sit as a team. Not just that individual got punished, but everybody got punished, because that's how punishment worked. If one person fucked up, everybody fucked up. So yeah, shark attack, that was basically our shark attack right there. They tell us, we had to turn in all of our civilian stuff, any gear, phone, whatever, we had to turn that in. But before we turn in our phone, we got one last phone call to our parents, family, whoever. Yeah, I think it was about a minute or 2 minutes long. It was not that long. And they basically told us just to read this paper. And then keep in mind, y'all, I was on the phone. I called my sister, yeah. I was on the phone. I'm over here reading this paper and stuff. And I'm like, I was sobbing my eyes out. It was hard because I've never been away from like home for so long. Like ever. So that whole, you know, being away from home, not having family there, not being able to see them was like definitely like a huge impact. I didn't think it was gonna impact me that much, but it did. So that was one of the things that was really hard. But thankfully that's why you have battle buddies. So yeah, you turn in all your civilians, all your phone, everything, and then they kind of go over with you like where you're gonna be sleeping, showering, like laundry, all that stuff for the next 10 weeks, right? So we go to the place which they call the bay area, and you have a female bay and you got a male bay. One thing I recommend is you getting the lower bunk, and you'll know why, okay? Later on that day, I remember they also, like when it was time to go to bed, you like, you know, take a shower and stuff. They call it a bird bath, but basically what happens is you have like 5-6 girls run to the shower, and then they have to be back in 2 minutes. So basically you only have time to wet your body and get the fuck out. That's it. I'm like, that's what they call bird bath, and that's how it was, I think, for the first week, because they just want to put that impact on you, like, damn, like I'm not home, like I can't take my sweet ass time, can't take my 15-20 minute showers, I can't, you know, I don't have this and so much time to eat. Like it's just a whole different environment that they just kind of, I don't know how to say it, but you know, this should make sense, okay? They just try to input all that into you, and it's difficult. Like it's something that you adapt to and you get used to it, but at first it's kind of like a shock, like what the hell. But that's what happens basically. That's kind of like shark attack. You get smoked a lot throughout the whole day. Whether it was your fault or not, you get smoked regardless. You get smoked for breathing, basically. Like, so this is all happening, you know, in red phase and stuff. So, you know, once that happens, we also got going on a Victory Tower, and then that, you know, it kind of builds confidence, especially if you're scared of heights. So that definitely built confidence for me because I was scared of heights. We also have this FTX, which is called the hammer. The hammer is basically you rucked, I think 3 miles. Yeah, 3 miles, and we stayed out in the woods for like a day or two, and you know, like just out in the woods there, sleeping on the floor. There's no showers there. There's porta potties, which got a toilet. That's about it. And you know, that's what it consists of. That's all red phase right there. And then obviously you two take a PT test as well in the first red phase, you know, to see where you're at and how many push-ups, how many sit-ups, and how long is your 2-mile run. After red phase, which lasts like 3 weeks, we go on to white phase, which is another 3 weeks. And then white phase is basically all about rifle marksmanship and land navigation. And then we got the Antvil FTX. So I'm gonna break that down. So basically during the whole white phase we have M4, but yeah, we get issued our weapons, and we literally have to, it's literally like our baby. We have to have it on us on like at all times, obviously except if we're going to the bathroom or showering and stuff, of course, but it has to be with us at all times, because if not, you get in big trouble. Losing a weapon is like a no-go. Land navigation, you know, we did this group thing. Like we went to the woods, and they left us with the map and a compass, and we had to get to certain points in a certain amount of time and make it back. Yeah, our group was the one that made it last. Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. They had to come out and look for us, so that was embarrassing. Anyways, that was kind of fun though. I'm not even gonna lie. Like land navigation, being out there in the, like, you know, in the woods, like with nobody like looking over you, which is you and your battle buddies, like it was fun. Also the FTX, that's the Antvil. That one is actually now 6 miles, and and it was like a 2 to 3 days, I think, like being outside, you know, sleeping outside, and you know, being out there with all the bugs, y'all. That was like the most hardest thing for me, like the bugs. Like I'm like, I don't know why, but like bugs, I can't do bugs. And I know that sounds really girly of me, but like just bugs, just kind of like, it's like a they're so tiny and they can get anywhere, like any small place. Like it's just, yeah, no, I can't do bugs. But yeah, basically we're just out there too for 2 to 3 days, and we ate like MREs. We also ate hot A's, which we called it hot asses, which was just basically food that was in a container, which we liked. We actually did like hot A's, but we liked going to the DFAC better, which was like a cafeteria basically. But obviously we couldn't go to the cafeteria when we were like doing these camping out trips out there in the wild or whatever. We couldn't go, but yeah. That's pretty much white phase right there. Each time you phase up, you get a phone call, but it's a phone calls. They said that it was a privilege, so it's whether if we behaved good or not. And I remember 2nd platoon always like there was always something going on that we always had to fuck it up. Somebody in 2nd platoon always had to fuck it up for us. It got like to the point where like our drill sergeant wanted us to work as a team, and it took us a long ass time for us to work as a team because we would always fight in between each other instead of working together. But that's something that we had to like slowly like learn there. But most of the time, the way we kept in contact with our family was, you know, they sent us mail. And then like, if y'all are ready to go to basic training anytime soon, mail is something that you guys are gonna find very important, you know, because you get letters from your parents, friends, whoever. And honestly, in my opinion, that's the stuff that kept me going, because, you know, like that's the way I kept in contact with them. And every single time I remember I received a letter, you know, you had to do push-ups for the letter. Like each letter was like 20 push-ups. And I remember there was this one soldier who, his name was Globus, Lord Jesus. He would get like 5 letters every single day. So keep in mind, 2, 4, 6, 8, 100, y'all. 100 push-ups. I felt bad for this guy. Like he had to do 100 push-ups like every day or more sometimes, because of the amount of letters he got every day. I was like, god damn. But honestly, in my opinion, I didn't mind doing the push-ups. Like I was like, fuck it. Like I want, like whenever I received my letters, I was so happy. That's the only thing that probably kept me going. My family, you know, through basic training, those letters, the photos that they sent me, you know, all that good stuff. Like that's the thing. Probably other people think this too, like thing that keeps you going the most, you know, just knowing your family's still out there helping you and supporting you, and they're so proud of you. Let me go to blue phase before this video turns into a long ass video. Blue phase is the phase that you graduate. So blue phase consists of, you have your last PT test, okay? So if you didn't pass the other PT test, you better make sure you pass this last PT test. And a lot of people were in that verge of not passing, but thankfully, for the most part, everybody passed the PT test. Most of everybody. Then you have one last camp out, whatever, FTX, whatever you want to call it, which is called the Forge, y'all. The Forge.
Ain't no joke.
The Forge, I learned a lot. Okay. First, the Forge is a 12-mile ruck, okay? And if y'all don't understand what the whole ruck thing is basically you gotta do ruck marches with your 30, 40 something, I don't know how heavy it is, a rucksack, your weapon at all times, your ACH, and then you got full elbow, knee pads, all this stuff going on, okay? You're in full battle rattle, ready to go. After rucking 12 miles, and you have to do these 12 miles, I think 3 hours or less or so, it is definitely hard. I mean, it's not impossible, but it is hard. It was hard for me. And then you stay out there for 4 days. So keep in mind, 4 days, no shower. You best believe we stunk like a motherfucker, y'all. We stunk, okay? I know we did. We obviously brought our wipies, you know, to clean our hot spots or whatever. But still, like, no shower, y'all, for 4 days. some people's like, especially some guys, they were in heaven, y'all. They were in heaven. They acted like, oh, this is normal for me. I'm like, no. Had to complete the 12-mile run because that was one of the requirements in order to graduate basic training. Yeah, that was definitely something that, you know, was hard for me. But it was fun. It was fun because once we got back, y'all, we had this huge ass breakfast. Like, it was I forgot what they called, but it was a big ass breakfast. And we got to have donuts, which we haven't had in 2 months, okay? No junk food at all whatsoever. We were all in heaven, y'all. We ate and ate and ate. So that was our prize for coming back and doing the whole 12-mile run, the Forge, you know? And then, you know, once you pass like all the requirements, it's honestly now just getting ready to graduate, you know, turning in all your gear that you got, like turning in weapons, getting ready to graduate. The whole basic training, I thought like I wasn't gonna make it. Like, I thought I was gonna give up, or I wasn't gonna pass like the PT test. I wasn't gonna be able to run for 12 miles. I was gonna, you know, fall out or something. But thankfully, God, you know, helped me. He really pushed me through it. My family was there, the support I got, and overall, if I had to do it again, I would. Definitely an eye-opener, and, you know, stuff that you took for granted, like speaking with your parents on a daily, like you actually cherish your parents. You cherish so many things, like everything. So you definitely grow as a person through this basic training. And basically, I think I kind of covered, you know, most of it. If y'all want, like, you know, in-depth details, I can, but it'll just be like a longer video, and this video is like already 20 minutes. So, but if y'all have any questions, or, you know, specific videos you want me to do next time, you know, just let me know. Comment down below. Make sure you go like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.